Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm John, this is Mania TrueNerd, and welcome to Dyscourse, a game I stumbled across in the Humble Bundle. I think it was the weekly Humble Bundle. If I recall correctly, actually, when this video goes out, it might still be available. This was in the kind of the lowest tier, the pay what you want tier. So yeah, this is still kind of available at a very, very reasonable price, if I remember correctly. I think it was the weekly one that's like quite a few days left on it. So yeah, if you don't look at this, might still be available in the Humble Bundle. But my understanding is this is one of those choice, consequence, you know, make choices with good intentions, consequence means everyone you love gets eaten by wolves sort of game. I like games like that. They appeal to me. I do enjoy them, and they tend to go down very well on the channel. So let's have a little look-see at Dyscourse, shall we? And we've got a choice between a main story and mini bonus story. No, I think we will be starting off with the main story, thank you. So I am Rita, I am female. I was born in the 90s. Blimey. Actually, you know what? People born in the 90s can be like 25, 26. That's like a proper adult. That's terrifying. I was born in the 80s, and it's generally therefore my opinion for the rest of time that anyone born in the 90s ought to still be in school, and anyone born in the noughties ought to still be in nappies. But yes, apparently I was born in the 90s. Blimey, now I feel old. And a reminder there, just as I was saying, the paths you forge are your own. Choose wisely. So if you make decisions, be prepared for some consequences. Alright, let's do this. And straight into it, looks like we've had ourselves a bit of a plane crash, and we are straight down onto the beach. Ugh, my brain feels like it went for a coffee grinder. Oh good, she's a barista, so every single thing she says has to be filtered for a coffee... Wait, filtered for a coffee metaphor is a coffee... Oh god, it's contagious! Why is all this crap on the beach? Well, that'll be the remnants of your plane, Rita. Wait, a plane crash? But I was... Oh no, I was on a plane. You're not the fastest tool in the shed, are you, Rita? Alright, stay calm, Rita. So this is... Oh, this is gorgeous. It's not... I assumed, like, from the screenshots, this was like 2D. But it's not. It's got a bit of actual 3D going on there. And it's actually... Hang on, what the... Oh, okay, so you're kind of... It's sort of like... It's almost Paper Mario. It's Paper Mario-ish, but it's proper like... Well, it's not proper 3D. It's kind of 3D. Oh, I love it. It's beautiful. So, yeesh, good thing I wasn't in that seat. Indeed, that seat is... I'm not even sure that's a seat. We've got another seat over here. Oh, good old 21C. Wonder if it would have gone different if it was a window seat. Apparently so. And this is a... What the heck is a frying pan doing on a plane? I don't know. They're closing in on us. Uh-oh. What? What the heck was that? I should go check out that noise. You should. So yeah, let's go investigate. I seem to have the frying pan, which seems to be the only thing worth doing. And oh no. Not people. Are you people being attacked by giant enemy crabs? Calling for backup. We're totally surrounded. Make sure you aim for their eyes. It will scramble the chips in their brain. What? Doesn't matter. We're done for. What? Oh, are these robo crabs? Steve, someone else is approaching. Oh damn it, Steve. I hate Steve. She's probably here to feast on us just like the crabs. What? You talking about me? Totally clueless, aren't you, Teddy? Hey, lady, now might be a good time to help us. Alright, Steve, seriously, they're just... Yeah, seriously, they're just crabs. What's wrong with you? We do something ourselves, but we're afraid to make any sudden movements. Besides, all I have is a stupid stapler from my office. I've got a trusty metal detector, but they'll definitely attack if I pull it out. They're crabs. These are giant crabs. Get over here and help me. Fine. No, come over here. Ooh. Alright, so I've got to beat up some crabs with a frying pan, but I'm guessing I can only help one of them. So there's a guy with a metal detector or a guy with a stapler. Well, I'm going for the guy with the metal detector. He's way more useful. Hello. So scare the crabs by swinging the frying pan, attack the crabs with the frying pan, or go help Steve instead. Don't we just attack the crabs? If we could scare them... No, they won't be scared, I don't think. Let's attack them. Attack the crabs. That's right. Bish, bat. Oh, you're just attracting... Oh, no. No, go with the metal detector. Oh, no. Oh. Well, it got them to stop attacking me. Oh, well, that's the opposite result of what I wanted. Oh, well. They no doubt have a sample of my DNA now. It's okay, Teddy. I'm sure it'll be fine. My legs are all torn up. Okay, well, let's get back to the camp. The others will want to meet... I didn't catch your name. It's Rita, thank you. There are other survivors? Yes, their father and land. I'm Steve, by the way. And my name is Teddy. Alright, Steve, Teddy, and Rita. Got it. Unfortunately, it looks like we're going to have to potentially get some medical attention for Teddy yet. So let's head inland if we can. Alright, look, another survivor. What? I thought we were the only ones. Heavens to Betsy, come have a seat. Okay, so we've got a few survivors here. So who are you? We know about Steve and Teddy. So who are you exactly? And am I okay? I appear to be fine. Yeah, I think I'm okay. Yeah, I think so. That's good. None of us seem to have been injured in the crash. Though, unfortunately, Teddy has been injured by crabs since. And what's your name? Rita? And, okay, so she's Jolene. And the lump over there with a moustache, that's her husband, George. Okay, so okay, I like the fact that the character design makes it very easy to tell who's who. So, George, Jolene, fine. And I'm known as Nebulord90. You can call me Garrett. Alright, Garrett. Got it. Garrett with a beard. He's been playing stupid games in his stupid handheld video machine. Well, his battery's going to run out soon, so I wouldn't worry about it. Hey. So where are we exactly? None of us are sure. All we know is we're on an island. The island's pretty big. We've no idea what kind of stuff could be on the other side. There's a mountain off in the distance. It's a long hike away, and we have no idea what's over there. No reason to believe the mountain's any more useful than where you are now, to be honest. Probably you're better off on the beach, where you've got a little bit of kind of cover from the plants behind you. You've got a source of, water from the sea, which if you've boiled it, is perfectly fine drinking water. You'll probably have some coconuts and whatever. You'll be able to hopefully improvise a way to fish sooner or later. The beach is probably the safest place for you. So we've started making the best of this here situation. I've got this fire built. We've got started on some shelter. Wow, you guys seem well on bloody top of it. Well done, you lot. So far, all we've got for food is a pile of pretzels from off the plane. Oh. And, I'm guessing a warthog or something, or a boar. Jeez Louise and sweet cream cheese. Oh no, those pretzels are our only food. Oh darn, those are going to be such a well-balanced meal for us. You know what, Steve? You can just shut it, alright? When you've found some food of your own, then maybe you can talk smack about the pretzels. And what if there are more of those pig monsters out there? Well, we could just go and eat the pig monster. Just saying, maybe we could eat the pig monster. So, Rita, you come with George and me. Let's get this boar. Boars are flipping dangerous. You've got to be careful of boars. They gourd people a lot. We don't have weapons. So, George has his old fishing pole. He can thwap them with that. No, don't use a fishing pole to beat a boar to death. Use fishing pole to fish. Just use fishing pole to acquire fish. This strikes me as much more sensible. I suppose you're going to throw that bulky camera of yours at them. Well, I'll do what needs to be done. Yeah, I'm not sure why we're bringing Jolene. I'm not convinced that she's got much chance against the boar. So we need to stay here and defend the few resources we've got left. Come along, George. We don't have time for this, and I don't trust these hoodlums. Oh dear, mutual distrust in this camp. So, yep, I would say I'm going to go. Yeah, I'm going to go help. I'm going to go help to see if there's actually like hunting in this game and learn about that. That's a good idea. So, it's bacon making time. You see, this girl, she's got the right to do it. Let's not go and fight to get our pretzels back. Let's go kill ourselves a boar and get some piggy on the menu. Alright, there we go. And you're just going to leave the three of us alone, says Garrett? Ooh, yeah, 3 and 3. We're not leaving the three of you alone. 3 of us are heading off and 3 of you are here. That's like, literally half and half. If I stayed here, I'd be leaving those 2 on their own. That would be worse. And you're fine. Don't worry, you'll be fine. You're right, I'll stay back. Hey, this is important. This is important. I mean, like, we've got to learn how to hunt and so forth. That's pretty damn important. Don't worry, you'll be fine. Probably a bit of a useless thing to say. But hey, it's important. It's kind of confrontational. Yeah, I'll go with you'll be fine. Don't worry, Garrett. You still have half the group left. You guys will be fine. You will. What are we supposed to do if something attacks us here? You're all brave as bar of soap. Indeed they are. Defend the camp at all costs. Actually, you know what? Steve's got no weapon. Garrett seems useless. And Teddy's injured. So yeah, if they get into trouble, they should hide. You should definitely hide, okay? That doesn't sound like a very solid plan. Look, just go hide. They'll be fine. So let's go get ourselves a boar. And there it is. It does have pretty big tusks. I'm going to be perfectly honest. And we've got to be careful or it will run away again. So maybe I can stun it with a camera flash. And I've got my trusty fishing pole. Too bad it broke. Okay, so we can't. Well, we could still sometimes use it for fishing. I'm sure we could find a way to use it for fishing. I might be able to hit him with it. Alright, so what's the plan? Hang on, I'm thinking. So let Jolene to flash her camera. Tell George to throw his pole. Or throw the frying pan. Well, I think the implication from the artwork there is that the fishing pole is now sharp because it's got a bit of an edge on it. So I think maybe if he throws it, that could work like a spear. The camera flash strikes me as a terrible idea. That strikes me as that's just going to antagonise him and either spook him or cause him to charge. So I think George throwing the pole is actually quite a good idea. So we're going to go for that. Throw the fishing pole at it like a spear. This thing is weighted kind of goofy. I don't know how well it's going to work. Ooh. And if that's true... Yeah, you're right, because it's not meant to be thrown. Okay. So in that case, maybe I should throw my frying pan, because at least that's got some weight. We'll be able to hit it quite reliably. So you sure that's a good idea? Can you really throw it this far? Okay, so it doesn't matter what I select. The game's going to potentially throw up a potential risk. Can I throw it far? Well, if I can't throw it far enough, that's not actually the worst thing in the world. Though equally, I did hit my crabs with the frying pan, and it didn't even hurt them. It just annoyed them a bit. So I can't imagine it's going to do much against the boar. All right, we're going to go for the pole plan. Come on, let's do this, George. Oh, that got it. Uh-oh. Oh, boy, it's running at me. Flash the camera now. Flash the camera quickly. Great job. You stunned it. That actually worked. And then attack it with the frying pan. Go, go, go. Whack it. Whack it with the pan. Is it dead? Woohoo! Yes, we actually did that without loss. Beautiful. I haven't seen a deader boar in all my life. I've never seen a real life boar in my entire life, and this happens to have been one in a zoo. And let's get our spores back to the camp. All right, good job, team. So, when you're about to begin a fight, you get to kind of like, you start off by choosing your tactic, but then you get a timer, so you've got to make split decisions. I like that. That's a nice system. Okay, let's just get all these things up. And we've got ourselves some nice pretzels and a boar. Beautiful. Uh-oh, you've got something to say first? And are we ready to go? Yep, let's go. Now, the problem is, did something else go wrong while we were away? Teddy says, finally, you guys shouldn't have left us. Look, we not only got the food back, we've killed ourselves a boar. We've got food for the next day or two. Actually, probably just for the next day. Because the thing about catching animals on kind of tropical islands is, obviously, there's no refrigeration. The meat will go bad in this heat really, really damn quickly. So basically, we should probably just stuff our faces for, you know, pretty much off the first meal and eat as much of this boar as we can in the first time we cook it. Look, shut up. What actually happened? We actually caught some food. It was definitely a useful thing to do. Also, I love the shadows in this game. The shadows are actually quite nice. Look, what the hell happened, you bloody idiots? What the heck happened here? Yeah, there was definitely more than just one boar. Well, you all seem to be alive and the fire's still here, so no real problem, to be honest. Okay, what actually happened? More boars showed up. We needed everyone here. You should have listened to Jolene. We need to stay together, Rita. No. No, no, no. Shut the hell up. We've actually got ourselves a boar. I don't think even all of us together would have been able to handle, like, a herd of boars. It's better that we got one on his own and therefore have food. Shut up. This is all better. It's like they have a hive mind as part of a bigger plan. No, that's not true, Teddy. You're just crazy. First ball was just a distraction so the others could feast upon our flesh. Teddy's clearly gone mad. We hid like you suggested. Nobody was hurt, but the boars made off with our pretzel bags. Well, that's fine, because we've got a boar to eat. That's way better food. I'm sorry, boys. I couldn't hear you over the sound of sizzling bacon. I like Jolene. She's got the right bloody idea. Let's cook ourselves... Oh, yeah. Let's cook ourselves some bacon. Not only do we have the meat, we recovered the food he stole as well. So we've got some pretzels back, and we are going to have ourselves some lovely, lovely piggy. This is going to be a good evening. Bacon is an opiate of the masses. At least this is organic. I hope you die, Teddy. Hey, you guys. Thanks for this. Oh, good. They finally realised they ought to be bloody nicer to me. I don't know, guys. I love good pig roast, but something isn't right here. What? What do you mean something isn't right here? I mean, I'm hoping that's supposed to be smoke, not flies around the pig's head. But, you know, it's fine. It's a boar and we're just going to cook it long enough. It'll be absolutely fine. What's your problem, Stephen? George? Of course, honey. Uh-oh. No, I think this thing's got some bugs. Oh. As in parasites. Oh, dear. If you just cook it well enough, you kill off parasites. Because, like... when you buy, just like from a supermarket, if you buy chicken or bacon or something, you can get parasites if you serve it undercooked. But if you cook it well enough, you kill the parasites. That's just how normal cooking works. So, because yeah, there's a big risk of, say, undercooked bacon that you can end up with parasites. That is a risk of it. But I think if we just cook it well enough, it should be fine. So how many? How many are there? Well, there's a bunch of flies hovering around it. Well, yes, of course there's a bunch of flies. Like, we just killed it. It can't have that many flies in it because we only just killed it and brought it here. Look at it. I can see worms moving. Oh, you can see worms moving around. Well, they took root fast. No, unbelievable. Yep, it's definitely diseased. Okay, so this was actually a sickly boar before we killed it. Protein's still protein. We probably shouldn't eat it. Only we can wait to decide. We should save the pretzels until we absolutely need them. The meat needs to be eaten tonight. I agree. Do what you want, I'm out. Garrett's right, we shouldn't. If it means survival. I think we just roast it to hell and eat it. Because even if there are worms inside it, a worm, suitably cooked, is an okay source of protein. As long as you've absolutely roasted it to death. So if it means survival, we're going with eating the worm-infested boar. That's what we're doing. We don't have much choice. Maybe the difference between life and death. Ha, no way, I'm out. Well, screw you, Garrett. We didn't like you anyway. Ugh, gross. Reminds me of the slot they tried to serve us at the office for lunch. I don't like you, Steve. As soon as we've got to sacrifice one person to hold off the boar horde, just so you know, it's you. We didn't go for all that work for nothing, Rita. I'll eat it, and so will my George. Huh? I like George. As the slightly put upon husband with a massive moustache, he's quite good. And talk about finding a worm in your apple. Those of us who still have our sanity will be hanging out over here. Well, alright, you go right the hell ahead. So, who's actually going to eat this? Oh, it's just me, Jolene, and George. Just 3 people actually caught it. Everyone else isn't going to bother. Alright, fine. I get the feeling tomorrow morning is not going to be so good for them. Well, it's not going to be so good for you either, to be honest. We should burn the rest of the boar. Dear, oh dear, I don't want any worms coming after me in my sleep. Teddy! You know what? If it's a choice between, Team Jolene, George, and Rita, and bloody Team Garrett, Steve, and Teddy, I'm totally on this team. I'm happy on this team. Those guys over there are idiots, and they're not going to be able to survive because they're too damn squeamish. It shouldn't attract so much wildlife if we burn it. Yeah, that's a good point. So the rest of any of the boar that we can't eat, we need to get rid of so it doesn't attract parasites or other predators. Makes perfect sense. And into the fire it goes. What a waste. And it's going to be a long night, apparently. We need to protect these pretzels. We shouldn't just leave them out in the open. Okay. So where are you going to put them then? You're going to dig a little hole? Oh, no. Put them inside a suitcase. That's a good idea. Well done, Steve. That's actually a good idea there. Anyway, we set up a bit of shelter early this morning. Grab a torch and we'll show you the shelter we've made. So grab a torch. And oh, the flame effect and the lighting. This is really quite nice. So we go over here. This is the shelter you've built. All right, you've actually done a good job. And you've got, what is that, just like little rugs or kind of towels. Presumably beach towels you've just laid out to act as like mattresses on the ground. That's quite cool. So I guess this is our home until we get rescued. Torch won't last forever. I should have enough time to talk to a few people. But not everyone. Okay, so who do I want to talk to? I want to talk to... George strikes me as a nice practical guy. He's a good guy. So I'm ready for a good night of sleep. Let's see how sleeping on the sand goes. Suppose we can't be too picky. Why don't you and Jolene sleep next to each other? Oh, you two are married, aren't you? Jolene's been complaining about my snoring recently, which is odd because it never used to bother her. Oh, no. I think it was, yeah, there might be a bit of trouble in their marriage, okay. And then the torch goes down a little bit so I can only talk to one other person. Let's talk to Jolene, who at least has, seems to have a fairly positive mental attitude here. This is going to be that time George and I went camping on the beaches in South America. Sounds like an adventure. Oh, the stories I could tell. Spent many nights together under the stars like this. George told me that you guys don't sleep next to each other because he snores. Is it really that bad? It's not bad, it's just... it can be bad at times. Okay. Sure has been a long day. Oh dear. I guess every day is going to be long for the minute at least. And it looks like every day is going to be long, at least while we're out here. This is definitely the most interesting vacation yet. And it's a pretty light-hearted attitude considering the situation. I was always brought up to look at the bright side, darling. Okay, I quite like Jillian. At least she's got a positive attitude. And I can only speak to one more person before the torch goes out, and then presumably everyone just goes to bed. So Steve at least had the sensible idea of putting the things. Actually, you know what? I should check in. I should check in with Teddy, because Teddy unfortunately had that injury to his leg. I better make sure he's okay. whole system is simply outrageous. What are you talking about? Isn't it obvious? This is a test. The government wants to see if we're qualified. Oh, Teddy, you madman. Okay, time for me to go to sleep, apparently. Let's turn in at the end of our first day. Pretty successful day, I think, though. Let's see if anyone has food poisoning in the morning before we judge that. Day 2. And is it just me, or do Rita, Jolene and George all look a little bit yellow and sad? Unfortunately, I think we might be a little bit sick from that food, unfortunately. Yay, says Steve sarcastically. My goodness, though, there's something not sitting right with that boar we ate. You're not kidding. This is going to be a rough day. Oh, something was wrong with it. Oh, well, I thought we'd be safe if we just cooked it well enough, but never mind, eh? We need to soldier on. Man, I have a headache. Steve, shut up, alright? There's 3 people suffering from food poisoning right now, and you don't. Just shut the hell up, man. Maybe someone planted something in your brain while you were asleep. Teddy, you also need to shut up. Alright, guys, I think I just need some coffee, says Steve. I think you've got some unrealistic expectations about what's going to be on this island, I'm afraid. Caffeine withdrawal makes me feel like I'm in college again. Maybe you guys were right. We shouldn't have eaten that boar. Told you so. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty rough. I'm going to check wreckage of supplies. Maybe my string of bad luck will end. Actually, that's true. You know what? There'll be, you know, potentially a good supply of food, drinking water, things like fruit juice, etc. on the plane. There's a chance you'll be able to find a good stockpile if you're lucky. Yeah, there might be some good stuff there. But you don't need water. Look, you're on the beach. Just get seawater, boil it. You're fine. We need a signal for help if we ever plan on being saved as well. Yep, and that could take a lot of time and effort. And I'm not sure if I'm up for that after eating that boar last night. Oh dear. Let's find some fresh water. Let's explore the crash site. So, we don't need... Well, in all fairness, like, no matter where it comes from, water needs to be the priority. There might be some good stuff we can use in the crash site, but we can survive without it. The human body, more than it needs sleep, more than it needs food, needs a constant supply of fresh water. We need to sort out the water situation first. That's the priority. So if we don't find water we can drink, we won't last very long. Why don't you see if there's a lake? We don't need a... Sea! Fire! Why are you people all stupid? On a desert island, then boar's got to be drinking something. That's true. Why don't you take Garrett with you, Rita? He seems like he could use an adventure. Okay, what? Oh no, Garrett the gamer doesn't really want to go. Okay, Garrett, you and me, we're going on an adventure. And I'll come with you too. I'm no stranger to dealing with animals. Okay, this sounds like a decent enough team. Yeah, I think we can just leave Teddy here, I say. Given he just seems to enjoy sitting at the camp doing nothing useful. You know, it's too bad my trusty fishing pole here got broken in the plane crash. We actually found a pool or something. We could have gone fishing with it. I'd say you still can use it. It's just not perfect, but I think you could still improvise a little bit. The only thing of mine that survived the crash was my game brick. I clung on to Bricky with my life. I don't know what I'd do without her. You're going to be so sour when the batteries run out. That toy there is your life? What? How dare you? Shh, it's okay, Bricky. The scary moustache man didn't mean it. Alright guys, let's focus. We're here to find water. Hopeless, there's no water out here. Let's not give up just yet. There's got to be a trace of water around here. And I'm not feeling too well. I'm just going to take a breather. I'm not feeling too well either, but I guess I'll help Garrett look around. Okay, so therefore we're down from 3 people to 2 because of the boar last night. Alright, and oh, I'm moving a bit slowly. I'm moving at like half speed, and I'm guessing I'm going to be less efficient than I would have been otherwise, and generally a bit slower. So it's not much cooler in the shade. I'm roasting out here. That scarf probably isn't helping. Alright, I like that. That's a good shout. Ah, a cactus. A cactus has water in it. I wish I knew more about cacti. Maybe I could use this for something. You're not very smart, are you, flipping Rita? Bloody hell. Right, that cactus is exactly what we needed. That's exactly what we flipping needed. Fine. Huh? What are these? Ooh, what are those? Those footprints? Those are animal tracks. They look pretty fresh too. Animals need to drink. I bet if we follow them, we find water. Oh, I've had a look around. I can't see anything, so yeah, let's follow them. Aha! Water! Beautiful. We've actually found a big pool of fresh water by the looks of it. Perfect. Wait, I think I just saw something move in there. I doubt it was any... I suspect it was something, but let's see. Garrett, why don't you get down there and scoop some of that taste... No! No! I suspect Garrett's going to get his head eaten off if he does, but now's your chance to prove yourself to the team. I guess. It might be a little harsh, but George is right, Garrett. George and I aren't feeling too well from eating that boar meat. We'll just wait over here while you get the water. Oh, can we not do something like throw something into the water first? Come on, there's... Uh-oh. Oh, I'm worried. I'm worried about what's about to happen to Garrett. Some of the most valuable people are found in the most unexpected places. I suppose it just seems like he's afraid to do anything out of fear of being judged. Ah, spiral of silence. We've all found ourselves in that position once or twice. It's not an easy hole to get out of. What do you mean? When you're afraid of speaking out due to rejection, you tend to keep your mouth shut. When the only human interaction is the 6 of us, I would think that issue's magnified. I suppose you're right. I wonder if we're getting a little look into George's mind there, that he doesn't... He seems to not do the speaking much. It's Jolene that does the speaking on behalf of both of them. I think George doesn't speak out very much because he's afraid of being criticised by Jolene. Ah! Leeches! Oh, blimey. Okay, there are leeches in the water. I like he's just running backwards and forwards. What the heck was all that about? I suspect the problem may be leeches, Rita. Alright, let's see what we've got ourselves there. And has he managed to just run himself into a tree like a numpty? Beautiful. Garrett, you bloody idiot. Yikes, you okay? How many... Great, oh great, are you dead? Garrett, are you alright? I'm a ghost. You're not dead, Garrett. And I never said I was dead, I said I'm a ghost. Whatever you say, Garrett. He's talking strange than normal. Must have hit his head in that tree pretty hard. Maybe we shouldn't have left it to him after all. Ah, because we were weakened. Because we were weakened by the boar. Garrett unfortunately got injured because he had to do something on his own. Oh dear. Did you at least get some water? Water? You mean these mana potions? No, that's a water bottle. Beautiful. Well, he did get a few bottles of water at least. Let's head back to camp. Uh-oh. Garrett looks like he's possibly got a bit of a concussion that's worse than we thought. He's down on his feet. What's wrong, Garrett? You okay? Sorry, the wound that warlock gave me is slowing me down. What are you babbling about, boy? Oh, no, you two can't see. Must be an illusionary shroud. Okay, Garrett, you rest here for a minute. You're hallucinating. It's getting dark. We shouldn't really rest here. Garrett, you've got to hurry up. I'm sorry, but you've got to speed things up here. Though I'm weak, I will press on for the good of the realm. Alright, thanks, Garrett. Good, good, good. Looks like we can actually get out of here pretty quickly. Alright, so how did everyone else manage today? Because we don't actually appear to have any food here. We got the water. How did everyone else... Garrett has no clue. I like it. Okay, now, you hit your head. We're back at camp. So, what exactly did the rest of you do? So, a couple of leeches. And it doesn't matter. Garrett did his part. In fact, he actually did alright. So, everyone gets a drink of water. Beautiful. Everyone should be happy with that. And I see you didn't bring anything back, Steve. Oh, yeah, Steve. What did you get from the... Did you go to the crash site? We found something. I'm going to need some help getting to it. A lot of that wreckage was too heavy for me to lift. Maybe we can go take a look at it tomorrow. Okay. And I'm telling you guys, we need to make contact with the outside world. Maybe tell you there's a lot of stuff we need to do if we want to stay alive. Like alchemy. We should all learn alchemy. Oh, Garrett. And let's just get a good night's rest. And hopefully Garrett will be feeling a bit better come tomorrow then. And let's grab a torch and head over to the thing again. I'm guessing the same thing happened. Which is like, I get to speak to like a few people, but not everyone. Okay, over there. Yeah, once again, I can have a chat to a couple of people, but not everyone. Let's speak to Garrett just to see if he's feeling all right here. So, Rita, my best friend in all the world. That's nice. You're the finest lumberjack I've ever had the pleasure to meet. I hope you know that. Like, really know that. This nonsense talk's going to get old quickly. Garrett, get some sleep. Well, Garrett goes down and hopefully he'll be feeling a little bit better in the morning. Let's have a chat to Steve because we haven't spoken to Steve yet, and he said he found something at the kind of the wreckage of the plane. Sure would be good if we could get the stuff from under that wreckage, and I think we will be able to handle that tomorrow. Maybe. I'm going to sleep it off. Alright, he doesn't have much to say today. And let's just check in on George because we kind of, I feel like we rely on George a lot. I think he's the strongest physically, so we rely on him a lot. So let's just check if he's feeling okay. So you and Jolene travel a lot? Oh yeah, she loves to travel. Only her? Oh, well I didn't mean I really don't mind it. They're not the best match pair. I feel like he's a little afraid of her and she's a bit controlling. Dear oh dear. Okay, he's actually more of a homebody. He misses the safety of home when he's gone. I'd do it for Jolene though. They're quite sweet, but it's not the most functional relationship. yes we do. Oh, but yeah. There's something... Oh, with their hesitation. Oh, I don't know. Things have been different lately. Oh. How so? I'm sure you'll figure it out. Let's just be kind of polite there. sure you'll figure it out. I sure hope so. I'm sure it's nothing, I'm just being a little paranoid. Maybe getting stuck in this island will be good for us. Get a simple life away from everything for a little while. And maybe it wasn't meant to be you love each other. Maybe it wasn't. It's not my place to comment. Like, you know, that's your business. You can't get to know someone's marriage from just speaking to them a couple of times, having met them like the day before, when they've got years of history. I can't comment on that. It's really not my place to comment. Jodie and I have been through a lot together. Maybe we can get through this. Phew, I need me some rest. Have a good night, Rita. For sure. I genuinely... Like, I wasn't expecting this. Like, I was expecting, like, you know, decisions about survival. But there's also this couple's marriage that's clearly in trouble and has been for some time. We can either make them fall in love or break up. That's something I wasn't expecting, but it's quite good. It adds a real kind of human touch to the whole thing. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I think with our first steps on the island complete, I'm going to call it a part there. But I enjoy this sort of thing so much, I'm going to declare it a quick midweek series. So expect a little bit more of this over the course of this week. I expect this is quite a small game, so it'll probably be done in just like a few parts. I'm just going to do my first playthrough. But a little bit more of this to come later this week. And in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, I've been John. This has been Many a True Nerd. And this has been the really rather fun Dyscourse. Thank you very much, and goodbye. What the hell? Alright. We've now got a Scottish zombie travelling with us. Oh, he's actually quite good now. And he's got over his drinking problem. Which is... Oh, he eats human flesh. He's got some decent carrying capacity. Okay, fine, he eats people. But come on, let's not be flipping judgmental about this.